Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 Korea New South Wales Business Forum. My name is Liz Griffin and I'm the Executive Director of the Australia-Korea Business Council. And on behalf of the Australia-Korea Business Council, together with the Consulate of the Republic of Korea, it is our absolute pleasure to welcome you here to today's event.
Good morning everyone, my name is Michael Kogan. I'm an investment consultant at Culture in Sydney, and it is my pleasure to be MC with Liz here today.
여러분 안녕하세요. 저는 호주 한국 비즈니스 협회 AKBC에서 이사직을 맡고 있는 리즈라고 합니다. 저희 협회는 멤버십으로 운영되고 있고 목적은 호주와 한국과의 더 많은 비즈니스 기회를 촉진하는 것이며 이를 위해 여러 가지 행사를 조직하고 있습니다. 또한 저희 파트너인 한국-호주 비즈니스 협회 KABC와 긴밀하게 협업하고 있습니다. 저희 협회는 앞으로도 양국 간의 우호 관계 증진 및 활발한 경제 활동에 이바지하기 위해 노력할 것입니다. 오늘 이렇게 양국의 관계자들이 서로 교류할 수 있는 자리에서 짧지만 의미 있고 뜻깊은 시간이 되셨으면 좋겠습니다. 뿐만 아니라 행사에서 사업 또는 문화적으로 뉴 사우스 웨일스 및 호주에 대해서 많이 보고 듣는 시간이 되시길 바랍니다.
와, 한국말 잘하시네요.
아니에요. 친구 말대로 트윗거리만큼밖에 못해요.
여러분 안녕하세요. 시드니 무역관 투자 담당 마이클 코근입니다. 오늘 한국 뉴사우스웨일스 주 비즈니스 포럼에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 저희는 아까 들어보셨지만 저희는 얼마 정도는 한국말이 가능하지만 오늘 이 자리는 한국말이 말고 영어로 진행하도록 하겠습니다.
So as you can tell, both Michael and I have devoted our working career to enhancing the Australia and Korea economic relationship. So in particular for us, it is absolutely fantastic to see a full house here today and so many people interested in learning more about the Australia and New South Wales-Korea relationship. I'd first like to begin by acknowledging the Gadigal of the Eora Nation, the traditional custodians of this land, and pay my respects to their elders, both past and present. I'd also like to acknowledge a few VIPs here today. The Consul General, Mr. Sang Soo-yoon, 안녕하십니까? Mr. Jonathan O'Day, Parliamentary Secretary to the Premier and Treasurer, Mr. Adi McKay, Member for Strathfield, Mr. Kang Suk-so, Chairman of the KCCA, and Simon Yu, a board member of the Australia-Korea Business Council. Thank you also to our highly respected speakers for agreeing to share some of your insights and wisdom with us all today. We look forward to hearing some of your unique perspectives on the Australia-Korea relationship. And I'd also like to acknowledge the support that we have received today from the Australia-Korea Foundation.
It's great to see that we have some of the key leading organisations in the Australia-Korea space here today, including obviously the Korean Consulate, the AKBC, my organisation Culture, the New South Wales Government and Australia's largest investor in Korea, Macquarie.
So for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Australia-Korea Business Council, we are a member-based organisation tasked with promoting trade and investment between Australia and Korea. The Australia-Korea Business Council is open for membership, and we host a range of events such as this one here today to help our members succeed and thrive in Korea. We also conduct Doing Business in Korea cultural training workshops to help our members better understand Korea's history, culture, society, economy, the political landscape, to really help our members to equip our members with the skills and knowledge to successfully do business in Korea.
Yeah, malfunction already, that's not right.
We tested this. Okay, anyway. The biggest event that we hold each year, however, is the joint meeting, and that's the joint meeting between our organisation and the Korea Australia, and our sister organisation, the Korea Australia Business Council. The chair of the Korea Australia Business Council is the CEO of POSCO, Australia's single largest customer, and our chair is the Honourable Mark Vaile, former Deputy Prime Minister of Australia and also the chairman of Whitehaven Coal. So these two chairmen lead the senior delegations from our respective countries, and this year we'll be meeting in Busan, Korea on the 29th and the 30th of October. So this event is the one event of the year not to be missed if you are serious about the Australia-Korea relationship. And planned activities over the 2 days include a site visit to the new port in Busan, the welcome dinner, a future leaders program for young professionals aged between 25 and 40, and a breakfast briefing by the Australian ambassador to Korea.
Yes, I'm also looking forward to attending the joint meeting this year in Busan. I actually wasn't able to join last year, so I encourage everyone else with a business interest in Korea to attend this year's meeting. Now bringing it back to today, after that plug is finished, we are here to celebrate the relationship between New South Wales and South Korea. New South Wales and Korea share an expanding relationship based on two-way trade in goods and services, strong educational and cultural ties. In recent decades, our business relationship has grown exponentially, to the extent that Korea is now New South Wales and Australia's fourth largest trading partner. Did you know that? Korean companies and firms are now making a significant contribution to our economy. Samsung C&T are helping build the West Connects. Hyundai Rodham is building a new fleet of inner-city trains. Hyundai and Kia are two of the fastest growing automotive brands in Australia. And not only that, we have Korean Air and Asiana have 2 direct flights to Korea each day, which is really good and comfortable for me. And finally, last year we had more than 20,000 Koreans visit Australia for business.
So today, no doubt, we're set for a great day exploring some of the opportunities between New South Wales and Korea. For those of you who are active on social media, we do have a hashtag, so please tweet and post about us on LinkedIn and Instagram perhaps, and Facebook. Of course, one of the reasons that you're all here today is to network. So we're going to start off with a quick activity where I'd like to ask everyone to introduce themselves to the person to the left and to the right of them. I'm going to give you 1 minute, and hopefully by the end of this minute you all have 2 new business cards. Okay, that looks like it was a successful networking activity. So just before I introduce the Consul General today, I just need to outline the proceedings for our event today. We will start with some introductory remarks, followed by session 1, which focuses on enhancing our cultural understanding. After this session, we'll break for morning tea and coffee, and then we come back in here for session 2, which focuses on investment opportunities between New South Wales and Korea. Following session 2, we would like you to stay for a networking lunch, and after the lunch, we anticipate that the entire event will conclude at 1:30 p.m, so we do encourage you to stay afterwards. A little bit of housekeeping: toilets just outside here to my left or to your right, and I also need to mention that there is absolutely no smoking on site here. But if you do need to, you can do it at the very front of the building, out in the street. So without further ado, I would like to introduce the Consul General of the Republic of Korea, Mr. Sang Soo-yoon.
Well, good morning, and it is indeed my great pleasure to make opening remarks on the occasion of 2018 Korean New South Wales Business Forum. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge some of the special guests today. Mr. Jonathan Ode, the MP, member for Davison, the Parliamentary Secretary to the Premier and Treasurer, representing the New South Wales government. Thank you very much for coming. And Ms. Jodie Mackay, MP, member for Strathfield, the Shadow Minister for Transport and other things as well. The Honorable Mike Bailey, chairman of AKBC and the chairman of the Whitehaven Coal, unfortunately, he could not be present today due to the other schedule. But instead, Mr. Simon Yu, the board member of AKBC, thank you for coming today. And Mr. Kang Seok, the president of Korean Chamber of Commerce in Australia, AKBC. I appreciate this time very much the New South Wales government and Australia-Korea Business Council and the Korea Chamber of Commerce in Australia to work together to make this forum possible. Especially Ms. Liz Griffin, the executive director of AKBC, has been a very important instrument to promote trade and investment between our two countries. Taking this opportunity, I also appreciate your hard work for this forum. My special thanks also goes to all the speakers and the panelists and the participants in this forum. I know that all of you are quite busy schedule, tight schedule, and many other business to do. But even though it is early in the morning, but you made it to come here, and without your strong support, this forum could not be possible. Thank you very much. Distinguished guests and business leaders from Australia and Korea. Today's forum has two sessions. The first session 1, enhancing Australia and Korean business cultural understanding, and the secondly, Korea New South Wales investment opportunity. I appreciate again the AKBC's initiative to propose the first session's theme in order to address the challenges coming from cultural issues. Without doubt, a better understanding of each other's culture is must to a better business. City Fertility's business experience is also interesting to me because it can identify the issues and problems for better doing business in Korea. One thing I'd like to mention in this regard is that the Korea and Korean business environment is moving very fast. Recently, the newly introduced anti-corruption and labor law become effective and create a big impact in doing business in Korea. As a diplomat working abroad, sometimes I felt myself difficult to follow the changing Korean society. So I think all of the businessmen who are interested in Korea should do very keen to new trend and change in Korean society. At the second session, we will also explore further investment opportunities. So Western Sydney Aerotropolis project is on the front burner of New South Wales government and the Premier's agenda, and definitely Korean business community would be interested in this project. And another area is battery storage technology. That is the area where Korean company has a very strong edge, competitive advantage in making this product. And also the Australia has a very much interest in this project in near future. Distinguished guests, Australia and especially New South Wales has been an essential partner to Korea and vice versa. The New South Wales government, the Republic of Korea strategy in 2018 and 15 unambiguously stated that Korea is a key trading and strategic partner for New South Wales. Federal government 2017, the foreign policy white paper also described Korea as one of those partners of first order importance to Australia. And Korea-Australia Free Trade Agreement is one of the best performing trade agreement with high utilization rate and also bring substantive mutual benefit to our two countries. So Korea and Australia continue to enjoy the best ever ties. We also stand shoulder to shoulder in terms of the power index. Recently, made by the Roy Institute both in Asia and globally. So we need to build upon such a strong bilateral ties to promote trade and investment, and especially business cooperation in the field level is much more important, and we need to get stronger. I believe that this is what today's forum is looking for. And once again, I really appreciate all the participants in this forum today, and I hope you will enjoy the very useful discussion and panel discussion today and the following lunch. Thank you very much. Thank you.